3, 2, 1.
Welcome, Truth Seekers, to another episode with your boys, Troy.
Boy West.
Stevie J.
All right, you guys, we got another great podcast with you guys today on marriage. Hopefully, we guys can bring you some truth today. We're going to change the name of the podcast, you guys. It's a better service, you guys. You guys can easily find us. We just rebranded it to Raw Truth, Life Choices. So you guys, when you're looking us up, don't look us up Understand the Truth anymore. It's going to be Raw Truth, Life Choices. With that in mind, let's get straight into this. Stevie J, take it away.
Okay, so today we talking about marriage and how God sees marriage. So if we go back to Genesis, He ordained a covenant relationship between a man and woman. This lifelong sexual, exclusive relationships brings children into the world, thus sustains the stewardship of earth. From my understanding, what I get from that, y'all, is God don't want man to be alone. That's one thing. He loves family, and He wants you to be fruitful and multiply. That's how I see it. So, Troy, what you think?
Hopping straight into it. I believe in marriage, obviously, as a Christian for one, but as a product of marriage as well. My grandparents were married, and my brother can quote me on this. I probably can get the time exact wrong, but from what I remember, I know they high up there, like maybe 40 plus.
65.
60, I'm talking about, I'm going to get it wrong, 60 plus years. My parents were married for 31 years, or 32 years, my bad, 32 years. I'm 34, they married 32 years. So I believe in marriage. I've seen the results of it. Was it easy? Absolutely not. But I've seen what two people committed to each other can produce.
Yeah.
So I believe in marriage, and I do believe it's between man and woman, and I do believe it's the whole point behind marriage is for you to be fruitful and multiply so you can replenish the earth.
Okay. Wes?
I believe you should be married. You shouldn't be alone. Find somebody you can spend forever with, and so you can be fruitful and multiply, and create a legacy
Right.
for your family.
Right.
That's what I believe.
Right. Okay. So now we about to talk about these love languages. The love languages.
The 5 love languages, just to list them out for you guys, just in case you don't know out there in the podcast world, they're words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. This is a list that's been composed by one Dr. Gary Chapman. He was a marriage counselor for some time, and he developed this list over time that these are pretty much the 5 languages that people use to translate and receive their love.
So we'll make y'all a question. Do y'all think that if I can't, or if any man out here or woman cannot understand their partner's love language, is that a reason to opt out their marriage? Like say if somebody you get hurt, or say if she get hurt, and say your love language was gifts, giving her gifts or you receiving gifts, and because that person got hurt and they can't provide that part of the gifts or giving you gifts that you need or whatever it is, and they stop doing it, would you just up and say, I'm tired of this, I'm just gonna leave, I'm gonna divorce, I want a divorce all because that right there? Could you?
They got hurt how?
Just in general, just they got hurt. To the point that, let's say they got hurt and they out for like a couple of months. They'll be able to do it, come back to it.
Oh no, I won't leave.
Nah, absolutely not.
No, I won't leave. No, I think that's crazy.
Okay.
Just because they got hurt or they fell on a hard time, I mean,
gonna
that's
be
when you
there
need
for
to pick up slack.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ask me, because see, we can talk about marriage, but see, I'm gonna come from the angle we talking about marriage under God, okay? Because though marriage comes from God, I want to talk about the 2 individuals that's in the marriage that's being married and they're trying to honor God. Because people get married and they're agnostic, atheists, all type of thing. You see, so if we're gonna come down to marriage that's under God, our vow says it all: for richer or for poor, for better or for worse.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not about, okay, well, because we both up now, everything is good, so that's why we get married. No, I'm making a commitment to this person regardless of what's going to happen to them tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? So I'm doing this because I love them and because I love God. So I'm not about to just leave my wife, or I would expect her not to just want to leave me because maybe I got hurt and I can't fulfill one of her love language, the love language that she has. But I will say this too, on the flip side, I'm gonna make sure, even in whatever state that I'm in, if her love language is receiving gifts, though I might not be able to go out and buy her a gift, I'm gonna try. It might not be an extravagant gift, but if I have done my job correctly and vetted my wife correctly, she would just be appreciative of me getting her a gift, period. So I was just still trying to make my due diligence to bring her something home, whether it's a card, whether I make the card myself, whether I, bake her a cake, whether I, make her whatever it is and I have her in mind. That way I'm still fulfilling my duty to give her what she requires, because it's not like I just can fall short on my end by not feeding her what she needs for her to sustain the love that she thinks is in this marriage. You see what I'm saying? I might not be able to go above and beyond and do what I can, like, for my full capacity by me having employment or whatever else. Right. I can do a little bit more, but that don't mean I can just fall apart because I can't provide in that way. If I got hurt into that capacity where I can't produce funds, no, I still can do stuff around the house and still give her gifts if that's her love language. Okay. Quality time is a given. I'm supposed to be spending time with her regardless. Right. You know what I'm saying? Words of affirmation. My mouth ain't never broke. If all my teeth fell in my mouth and I got in an accident, I can tell my wife I love her and dope her up every day. Girl, you beautiful. You dope. I thank God that you gave me kids. You know what I'm saying? I love your body. And you see what I'm saying? Like, respectfully. Like, nothing wrong with you. Like, it was acts of service. I'm gonna clean up around the house. I'm gonna do everything I'm supposed to do as a man, as a husband. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So physical touch, that's nothing. I mean, you want sex, it's beyond sex. No, I'm gonna make sure I'm hugging her, caressing her, doing everything I have to do throughout the day, even before I get to that moment. So I don't see why any man or woman should not be able to fulfill any one of these languages. There should be no excuse. It ain't got to be extravagant. If you vetted your person correctly, they will be able to receive at any level. At any level, whether it's a card or whether it's a Birkin bag, they should be able to receive and be thought of as oh man, my person thinking about me. Right. That's my point on it.
Right. Wes?
Well, I just was talking about this the other day. You know what I'm saying? And,
Come on, Pastor P. Come on, Pastor P.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
Y'all bear with me now.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Bear with me.
What we here for?
Well, I'm gonna say, acts of service is number one for me.
Right.
I get gratification knowing you'll be fulfilled and being happy with my acts of service with me and doing any and everything for you.
Right.
Whether it's physically, mentally, or emotionally. Then it comes to physical touch, because I want to be in your skin, If the chemistry and vibe is there. Then I show it by quality time, because when I'm feeling you and into you, I want to be around you and show you how much I like or love you. Of course, I'm going to show my love by gifting, and just because gifts, and last but not least, words of affirmation. I'm going to encourage you and speak life into you. Words of affirmation is given to me, So how I receive love is through my love languages. Now, notice how I receive my love through my love language. You know what I'm saying? So it's you have to love me and understand how you have to love me and understand how I receive love. And love to me also has to have some drive, consistency, commitment, loyalty, dedication, and honesty with it. Love means you're willing to work through any situation or obstacles you have. So I'll say you should be able to do all five, not 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5. You need to be able to do all 5 to be complete.
Right.
So you can satisfy your partner more than one way. You could be giving gifts, but you ain't have no quality time.
Right.
You too busy running the streets or working. You could be a workaholic. You working, but the bills paid.
Right.
But your woman ain't getting no quality time. She ain't getting no physical touch. She ain't getting no words of affirmation. It's more than just gassing her up. Like, what about when she's down, or if you feel like she's about to fall in the dark spot, if she about to get depressed, you need to be able to say some kind things to her.
That's right.
Baby, you can make it. You got this. Let's stop and pray, or let's stop and do whatever we going to do.
Yes, sir.
I need to speak life into you. It's like, as you pour into me, I pour into you. You know what I'm saying? So, what I said, physical touch, like you said, caressing, rubbing your head. It could be something simple, something men don't do. She got knotless braids. Baby, I'm going to help you take them out.
Take them out, for sure.
Hey, you say you need your hair washed. Okay, let's
go
wash
that hair, for sure.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Another thing, quality time. We in the kitchen cooking together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can
For
do
sure.
a little. I get in and do a little something. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So yeah, you got to be able to do all, man. You have to.
That's what David Banner said in that song. He said, scratching your head, picking your nose.
Yeah.
That's right.
Say, that's that song with Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah.
So
quit your words.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, I want to say this too, man. I think that if you're gonna be I think if you're gonna be good at anything in life, you have to become a student of that thing first.
Right.
At anything, become a student first. The moment you think you got something all figured out, that's when you're gonna start losing. You're gonna lose your capacity to grow. You're gonna lose interest in that thing. So become a student of your partner. I mean, I'm being serious. And with that being said, I mean, because there's 5 of them, but maybe your specific other may or your significant other may only receive love when you're doing one of those particular things. Right. So though you may be gifted at all 5, though you may be able to do all 5, you still should know, okay, this is the one they look for the most.
Right.
Because we can be giving our all and giving gifts like that. Because men typically we tend to lean to the gift giving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we provide, and that's how we feel like a man.
Right,
That
right.
I'm giving you, I'm buying you the house, I'm getting you the car. If you need something, I got you.
Right.
And because that's how we trying to give love that way. You know what I'm saying? But if we know that our wife, man, she might have been wined down by the best of it, you know what I'm saying? And she might have been showered already with stuff, so those things that really don't really mean anything to her.
Right.
So, if she like quality time, just spending time with her, she not really on that gift giving kick. Be a student of her. Know exactly what makes her tick so she can feel appreciated. That don't mean not to give her the other 4 or other 5.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Don't stop doing the other stuff because that's who you are.
Right.
But make sure you specialize in the
that
thing
one.
that one thing so she can feel appreciated.
Right.
And make sure y'all communicate these things one with another. If because hers might be different than yours. If you like giving gifts, she like quality time, and you like somebody just physical touch. Hey baby, just when I come home from hard day work, man, just rub my shoulders or you know what I'm saying, whatever.
I love that.
Communicate. You know what I'm saying? But see, we gotta communicate that in order for us to keep the fire, because you don't want her to be thinking your love language is something else or something you value something else, and she trying to give you she love you with all her heart, and she trying to give you something that you don't really value,
Right.
and it can be miscommunicated as you not paying me no attention. No, you just didn't correctly convey that to them.
Right,
you see what I'm saying? And that's vice versa, because it's a dangerous thing to be in a relationship and both of y'all giving 100%, but neither side can really perceive that y'all giving 100% because y'all looking for it in different areas.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So be a student of your girl, be a student of your husband, and just try to learn at every given moment, man. Never think you got her down packed, no matter how long you've been knowing her or him. But go ahead, my boy.
To piggyback off that, fellas, communicate.
Period.
Talk to your woman. Learn your woman. She might, because women, they do little stuff to make sure that you're paying attention to them anyway. So you might be words of admiration. You might be like, she come in and tell me, oh, baby, I love you. You look good. You're handsome. Your hair cut nice. She's doing that. She's giving you gifts and stuff like that. But every time she sees you, she always giving you a compliment. Now hers might be just physical touch. Now you getting all that. You getting the words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. She just want physical touch. But you ain't doing none of that. All you doing, just like Troy was saying, you doing all 4, but just that one. That one can just make her go to somebody else and then next thing you know, Tom, Dick, or Harry, they'll just touch it just a little bit, and boom. That's how stuff. You don't give the devil just a little inch, because he can just mess all that up. And it might, everybody, subject to do wrong, subject to sin. But don't open up that door for that to happen. But besides that, other thing that I want to talk to y'all about is, do people really understand marriage? Do they really understand like Troy was just saying, that for better, for the words and vows that you give, for better and for worse, for sick and for poor? Do y'all really understand what that means? Well, now that's why I'm gonna get to the other part of it. It's like, if I'm down bad, or if she down bad, we don't desert each other. We there to lift each other up. Cause you got some people, they say they ain't signed up for all that. I signed up for the lavish living right there. When we up. How about if we work together from the ground up? We get that solid foundation, work up. We can have that lavish life. It's not always gonna be peaches and cream. Life is a roller coaster. Marriage is a roller coaster. Any relationship gonna be a roller coaster. It's gonna be ups and downs. It's gonna be good times, bad times. It's gonna be cold times, warm times. You ain't always gonna be on this trip. You ain't gonna always be well. Sometimes it may be a point of time that I'm sick. She taking care of me. It may be a point she's sick. Taking care of her. Maybe a time the kids sick. We taking care of the kids together. Her parents might be sick. My parents might be sick. We doing this together. It's all about teamwork. Some of us really don't understand that marriage is a teamwork. You got to do it together. It's not just supposed to be on one person's shoulders, no matter what the position is. And my position is to provide. For your position, it is to cook, whatever you want to say, or if it might be vice versa. My duty might be just to cook and clean. You might be providing. Not saying that the man is not working. Just say he might be doing something else. You might be trying to start something. Whatever he trying to do, he might be his own entrepreneur. Whatever he home doing, he got to do too, right?
Yeah.
So the whole thing is we got to understand each other from each. We got to look at it through each other's eyes. We got to really take the time to really understand each other. I'm tired of fighting with females and females saying we ain't this. And I'm tired of saying here and we saying females ain't this. Man, I'm get tired of hearing that all over again. In every race, it's good ones and bad ones. Don't matter what it is, good ones and bad ones. All it is now it take you to understand, like Troy just said, understand your partner.
Period.
Understand the person that you about to embark on this lifelong journey with. Don't just marry this person because he got money. Don't just marry this girl because she got a nice body. Don't marry for the physical. It's got to be deeper than that. It got to be deeper than that. What y'all boys think?
Man, I can hop in and say this for real. You said something that just triggered a thought for me for real. Because in marriage, people get married for all type of reasons, okay?
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's not sustained. I would even first say, like, people get married because they're floating on cloud nine at the moment, and, it's all head over heels, and they think this is what's called love. And at the end of the day, love is a choice. I heard, y'all don't, this is not about Kevin Samuel, so I know somebody might get triggered by me for saying his name, but I just want to say this one thing he said. He said, marriage is boring. And when he said it, I got it. I understood it immediately. And I'm not basing my life off what he said. I understood what he said what he meant when he said it. Marriage is boring. Marriage is predictable. I should be able to come home and know I'm getting X, Y, and Z from my wife. Now, it's not to say that you can't have no excitement, but I'm saying love is so marriage is so predictable because you expect certain outcomes. This is the person I'm going to do life with. It's something so dependable that you don't have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? When I look at this person, I know this is who I have and they have me. And no, it's not going to be, I'm not going to grow 6 feet tomorrow. No, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? She's not going to grow higher or taller. She's not going to grow bigger breasts or nothing. All it's boring because you made a commitment to be with the same exact person for the rest of your entire life. Yeah, to some people that can be extremely boring. But if you have the right head on your shoulders and you like, okay, no, this is the person that I'm going to build with from here. And now everything else is coming from y'all two, not just because I think people get married and they're looking for their partner to level them up, or they're looking for, their partner to do, I don't know, be Superman, or their wife to be, Superwoman, or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you guys must complement each other. Don't complicate each other.
That's right.
You guys are not in a war. You guys are not, she's not your enemy. That is your partner.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And vice versa. We're not here to war with each other. If I messed up and I got something wrong, baby, I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't know. I'm trying to give you the best version of me based on what I understand. You see what I'm saying? And I can keep growing. Don't get me wrong, but I might have messed this up. I might not have all the financial literacy right now. But baby, if you point it out, I bet you I can learn, and vice versa. She might not have everything either, but you can point those things out to her, not to kill her and crucify her. Man, you can't do that. You can't do this. Listen, that's not the way to get anything, because you're not trying to target your partner. You trying to build your partner up. You show her something, vice versa. She show you, I show her, and that's why y'all compliment each other, because the things I don't have, you have. That's why the Bible talks about her being a help meet. That don't mean she's weaker. Some people say she's weaker, but remember, and I don't hate to get biblical, but for the people that's out there that don't want to get biblical, listen, you're going to have to hate me. The Bible talks about the woman being the help meet to the man. At the end of the day, the Bible said that same word helpmeet was referred to Jesus being a helpmeet to Israel. You can't say Jesus was any less than Israel himself. No, Jesus was the better one in that relationship. You see what I'm saying? Jesus was there to let Israel do what Israel couldn't do for herself or himself. You see? So that's what our wife is supposed to be able to do. They're supposed to be able to compliment us in a way where we want to come home and give her those things, and we want to come home and build for her. And I was going to say this too, that what you triggered for me was, and people it's gonna raise some flags maybe, but if you understand where I'm coming from, then you're gonna get it. Kids come second. That's gonna ruffle some feathers. Kids come second. If you had done this the biblical way, you were supposed to you weren't supposed to have any kids, marry your wife, and marry your, join in marriage. Let me say it like that. You join in marriage, and then from that marriage union, your kids come out of this. This is where we had this whole little debate online. People have these debate online where who should get fed first, the man or the kids, or you know what I'm saying? All this stuff is just silly. The only reason people are coming up with these type of debates is coming from the fact that you have kids outside of marriage. You see what I'm saying? Now you bring those kids into the marriage, so now you have to put your kids at a higher pedestal or the same pedestal as your husband. That's or your wife. No, the kids are a result of the marriage, so they should come secondary. And I'm saying that because it's gonna save marriages. Because just because you have kids, don't mean that the husband and the wife should take a back burner. No. You should still facilitate y'all love for each other and also take care of the kids. But baby, at the end of the day, the reason why you have the kids is because y'all two joined in marriage in the first place.
Right,
so that should be the healthiest, most the most structured place is between you and your wife. And this is why people get divorced, because the husband feel like I'm not getting any more love, or vice versa, because now all the affection that he was getting is now going to the child. Now all the time she was spending with you is now going to the child. And if he's reasonable, he understands that the kid need more, more attention at the time.
Right.
So, I mean, just use some common sense here. But I'm saying this is what the disorder in the family breaks down, is when you start to put children at the same pedestal as the two partners that's in the relationship. It should never be so. That should never be it. Point blank, period. Now, y'all give me what y'all got on that.
Go ahead, Wes.
Well, the question, what was the main question?
Yeah, I'm bad. I took y'all far left here, didn't I?
No. So pretty much,
question.
that kids do not come first.
What you said
About
when you first took off.
I think it was do we agree with something in marriage? I forgot.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, it was about marriage, anyway. I feel like you gonna know what marriage really about when you get married. You could all speculate.
No, that's what it was. Not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Do we really understand what marriage is?
There we go.
Yeah, I believe a person, two people really gonna understand what marriage is when they get married. Because when you ain't married, you just speculating.
Right.
You can say what you know, what you want it to be like,
Right.
but you only gonna know what it really is when you get in that fire. You really gonna
That's
find
good. That's
out.
good, too.
You really gonna find out what it is. You can say, "Oh, I love God," but you gonna find out what it really is to love God when you actually become one with God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you be like, "Yeah, we all got ideas about something until we actually in it."
Right.
We had an idea of what a podcast would be like until you start doing it. You go, "Oh man, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta
Right.
work on this, work on that."
Right.
So when you become a part of something, I believe that's when you really find out what it is. You can have a list of things. I want my marriage to be like this, it's gonna be like that. Now the other part about the kids coming first, the man to me, I ain't really big on that, man. I mean, for me, I'm grown. My daughter 12. I can be hungry, she can be hungry, but she gonna be more hungry than me. I can hold my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Baby, go ahead and eat. I don't mind. Feed the kids first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Who cares?
What I say is like, we gotta, as adults, we gotta make sure if we ain't straight, the kids ain't gonna be straight.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, you can't say you can come before the kids, because we the ones got to work and take care and provide. So I tell my daughter, baby, if I ain't straight, you ain't gonna be straight. So let me go ahead and do this so I can make sure you straight. Now on the flip side, once I'm straight, of course she gonna come first before everything else. She gonna come first before me coming here to do this. Before me going, if she's sick, I'm not going to work. I got to go to the hospital and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you say, use common sense, man.
That's right.
If everybody at the table eating, I mean, because I remember my granddad was living, he ate before everybody. My grandma made sure he ate first. Because they'll say, well, he ate first because he bringing home the bacon.
Right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if he, I'm pretty sure if he knew we was starving,
He'll
and
let-
about
he'll
to fall
let you
out,
free.
yeah,
He'll let
he
you
go and
free.
give us
Get the
food.
kids,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
just use some common sense,
That's
man.
right.
Don't act like you the head honcho.
And it's all about
You
me.
know, it's all about you. Just use more common sense. I give you a good one. You ride in the car on vacation somewhere, you got a 5-hour drive. You ain't got to use the bathroom, but the kids got to use the bathroom. What you gonna do? You gonna keep driving or you gonna stop? You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
So you gonna go ahead, all right, let me go ahead and let them use the bathroom. Everybody squeeze something out.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So we ain't got to stop again.
That's real.
You know what I
That's
mean? So yeah, just use common sense when it comes to who gonna come first, second, and third. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So so it won't be no confusion, no unnecessary arguments. But that marriage thing, man, you really gonna know what it is when you get into it.
Okay.
Cause you can have some good ideas now.
Yeah.
Cause your ideas might not be her ideas.
Right.
And see, that's why I think you ought to talk about those things before you enter into marriage.
Yeah.
Because everybody, we use these words as labels, but what I say is marriage is different than what my wife might say, what my, what your,
Yeah.
just like Christian, that word thrown around so many times, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got different ideas about it. But until you converse and see y'all on y'all got the same core values, it shouldn't even be, you shouldn't even first say I do to anybody that you don't even first think y'all got the same core ideas on. You know what I'm saying?
And then it still can change. Both of y'all can agree on something. Say, I agree with this, I agree with that. But when you get in it, you might have to make a little audible or something. You know what I'm saying? Baby, we gotta change this up because this ain't working right here like we thought it was. So
as long as it's together,
yeah,
as long as y'all doing it
you know what I'm
together.
saying? So yeah. You do want to be on the same page before you go in there.
For sure. You better be.
Yeah.
You better be, because you're going to find out when you get in there, too late now. You done signed up for life on something that y'all didn't even discuss.
Yeah.
And I think when this people get blind, anyway.
Okay, I did pick back off all that right there. That's what I was getting at. But y'all answer was great. I was listening to this little TikTok little bite yesterday, and it was funny what he was saying. He was like, the woman in your mind or the man that's in your mind, it will never be. It will never be. Let me tell you why it ain't gonna never be. Because it's already done. What I mean is already done. That means it's at its best. When you think about a woman in your mind, it's like she's the perfect woman.
Yeah.
He's the perfect man. It ain't gonna never happen. God gives you the raw materials. Now it's up to you to take those raw materials that He gave you to shape your man or your woman to what the spouse that you want. So that let you know right there that it's a teamwork. I mold you, you mold me. I learn from you, you learn from me. But sometimes, even though we get off track, you gotta help me get back on track. I help you get back on track. I can't lose respect for you. You can't lose respect for me. Or let me say it again. I can't lose love for you. You can't lose respect for me, because if we do that, we always gonna derail to the point that we gonna separate.
Clash, yep.
Because we can't get back on track, can't get back on order. Because like certain stuff is like, it can take one little thing and it could just mess, especially if it ain't no strong foundation.
Yeah.
If it's the wrong foundation, it could just tear it all up. Now you got kids involved, and you got all because you couldn't get this right, or she couldn't get this right. And all y'all had to really do is sit down and really talk over. Like Troy said, learn your partner. Understand what you about to sign up for. This is not no game. This is for life. You intertwine, not just you and her, you intertwining children, family, and friends in this.
Yep.
You gotta think about all that. That's gonna be, that's me personally. I hate awkwardness, but I can deal with it. I hate awkwardness. I don't like walking into a place and I feel out of place.
Yeah.
Like it's like, boy,
Yeah.
like you can feel it.
Yeah.
That's why
For sure.
I was listening. One of my partners was telling me that as a man, you set the atmosphere. Now you walk in your house and you can just, your aura is all, before you open the door, the aura gonna change. Like, oh, here come daddy. You might
Yeah.
Now you in the house and you just looking stern. They like, oh man, daddy messed. Daddy mad.
Yeah.
Daddy way, man.
Yeah,
daddy,
for
daddy,
sure.
you do something, daddy he gonna get on you.
For sure.
Or then your wife be like, well, y'all better go sit down.
Yep.
Daddy upset.
Yep.
Go figure out what's going on.
Yep.
Or vice versa. But it's how you walk in. It's your aura, either or. It's your energy can shape or break or uplift your family as
sure.
a man. Because when I think about husband, I think about as a man, as me. When I think about me being a husband, I'm the strength. But what I mean by that, I want you to understand what I mean by that, because God's my strength. He gives me strength that I'll be able to take care of my family. I'm the strength. I'm the provider. I'm the one supposed to go around checking, making sure everybody all right. Hey, son, you doing? You had a good day? Even, I might be dead tired.
Yes, sir.
But that's one of my goals, to go out. I'm going to talk to my son about 5 minutes. Talk to my daughters for about 5 minutes. Talk to my wife before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
And just to hear, I might even be falling asleep listening to them, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to make sure I hear what they talking about, like, so they know that daddy cares.
Just
about
presence.
Me. Yeah. I mean, he know he loves. Yeah. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
That, like you just said, that presence to let
yeah.
them know, like, hey, bro, dang, daddy. Even though he tired, he don't work the 12-hour shift. He still coming 12-hour shift. This guy off doing the podcast. He's still coming in and talk to us.
For sure.
Or your wife, whatever she doing, her job description, what she doing, she coming in, she makes sure the kids got their homework done, the kids are straight, the kids, the food is fixed. You might not have been fed first, but your plate,
But the plate,
it's fixed.
Yeah.
It's in the microwave.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, for sure.
It's all it's the perspective. Because you hear that they hate the word submissive. I don't know why they hate submissive.
That's crazy.
Because it's how it's determined nowadays. They think submissive is I tell you what, you gotta do what I say. That's what this era thinks submissive is. But I always say when a woman submits to a man, she unknowingly controls him. But it's not really control may not be the right word, but it's
But that's like almost the influence.
yeah, you can say she unknowingly influence him then because you don't control nobody. But
Okay.
you gonna do any and everything for your woman. I guarantee your woman submit to you, bruh. She tell you, hey baby, you make me a sandwich. It could be
You in there.
12 o'clock at night. All right, let me go make you a sandwich real quick. Oh, baby, you'll do this for me, you do that. You gonna do it. It could be on your way. You could almost be home. Oh man, let me go and bust the left right here. Let me get back. Let me go to the store and get this milk. Let me get these eggs for my woman real
Thank
quick.
you.
'Cause
And, you know what y'all just
because
said,
she
right?
submit, you submit. Y'all submit to each other. To be honest.
Thank you. You just said what I was about to say. Let's break that word down. Submission.
Under a mission. Come on, Stevie.
The thing about it is, you surrender to the mission. That's all it is. The mission. Surrender. That don't mean I surrender to your mission. You surrender to mine. You like you just said, baby, go get some milk. We ain't got no more milk. Brought milk. No, we ain't brought no. I'm
Gonna
going.
get it.
The baby's sick. Need some medicine. I'm going to CVS. So it just, or it's the other way around. Hey, baby, she might be coming home. I don't feel like I don't feel like cooking. Baby, she call you. What you want to eat? Oh, shoot, you can stop and get Chinese. Surrender to the mission. Surrender to the mission. That's all it is.
You gotta know what the mission is.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
The mission. The mission might be just, hey, babe, I need you to scratch my back. That might be it. Oh, right now we trying to get this land. So okay, baby, we got to cut back on spending. We trying to buy this land right here.
That's the mission. A big goal.
Yeah,
The big goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, cause like you said, scratching my back and rubbing my head and rubbing your feet, that ain't no mission to me. That's just, you know what I'm saying? That's some regular shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's regular shit, you know what I'm saying?
I understand.
But when you talk about like you said, we trying to buy a house. We trying to buy this property. We trying to buy some land. Or we trying to invest in this. Now we got a mission. This is the mission. So this is what we need to do. Even if the mission is to have a dominant love within our relationship. So we both need to be caring and understanding and of each other's feelings. You know what I'm saying? So when you say like the man like this, I don't really get to these gender roles, but it is gender roles. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they say the man is the head and not the tail. So the man is supposed to lead. But you gotta also understand that woman influenced our leadership in so many ways. I guarantee you, before you go, if you come up on a deal right now, and you saying you got a good woman, hey babe, what you think about this? Her opinion is going to influence whether you make that deal or not. So it's like if you look at our history, if you look at the king and queen from back in the day, let's say Rome and all that good stuff, right? The king run everything.
For sure.
But he go back to that woman, his wife, the queen, because the king go protect the queen.
Here.
He go back to her. Hey, what you think about this, baby? What you think about this? Who should I put in position to be, you know what I'm saying, X, Y, Z? She gonna say, oh, baby, I like him. Like, he gonna think about, oh, yeah, you know, you is right. Oh, bet, guess what? He gonna be there. Now, he might have the last say so. Go tell everybody else, oh, this is what we gonna do. But that woman, that woman helped your decision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, bruh, every role is important, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything is important. Like, you can't be looking at your woman, oh, you gonna do as I say, I'm the man.
That's crazy.
Ain't nobody wanna hear that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
child.
saying? Nobody, and I say it like this. It might sound crazy, but some women lead better than men.
Because of that man. That's
Yeah, go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
listen, I was about to say, I think it comes down to who's the most informed on that particular topic.
Right.
There's no other way. For me, there's no other way around it.
Bingo.
If my wife is the powerhouse in that particular field,
Hello.
and yes, I may be the one that the buck may stop with me. Period. But at the end of the day, if I don't know enough about this, hey baby, because you know this more than me. So what you think about this? Because this is the direction we trying to go. This is the mission. This is the direction we trying to go. So look, I may know how to build and do all this other stuff, but you might know the financial aspects. You may know the law. You know what I'm saying? So look, this is what I'm trying to do, baby. So look, what you know about what I'm trying to do? And she gonna say, okay, look, now she may have a better plan because she has more information in the area.
Right.
So I'm gonna let her run that. You see what I'm saying?
I like
But if it's me and I have more. And I'm gonna tell her the plan. I'm gonna tell her the whole look, baby. This is how we gotta do this, that, third. Okay, babe. And then then we gonna run the play. So whoever knows the most, let them take charge in that.
Bingo.
Don't be a weak man.
We lead in different ways. Not
Right.
to cut your
No,
wisdom.
you good, you good.
We lead in different ways. So if the man is the man, we got a ton of vision. We looking for it.
Right.
The woman catch everything on the left and the right and behind us.
Right.
So we all still doing our part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like you said, she could have been an accountant. So if you're an accountant, I know you better than
You got down numbers.
better than me in
Yeah.
numbers and financial stability or whatever. Because okay, baby, we're gonna do it like that. But I might be better health wise. Mm-hmm. We're gonna you got the finances. I got the health. If the health ain't no good, the finances don't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So we all still coming together,
Yep. Right.
doing our part
For the mission.
We leading each other. Like you said, I'm the man. I might got the last say so, but bruh, behind closed doors, that woman if you got a good woman,
Yeah,
now,
if you got a good one.
she plays an important role. So I say, man, we both leading each other. That's how I look at it, like. Because when you strong at, I'm weak at, and when I'm weak at, you strong at. So we come together, man. That's how I look at it.
So look, let me jump in there. See, this is important. What one of these fellas just beside me said something dope earlier. It was like, don't marry a girl because of her looks. See, this is when you only marry a girl that just got a good body and dumb upstairs.
Oh, man.
This is the type of situation you're gonna always end up in because she gonna have to submit you in everything because she don't have an opinion. Because the only thing she can offer you is a good body. You see what I'm saying? She can give you sex all 365 days, well, outside her womanly time, if y'all know what I mean by that. But she has no other utility to offer you. That's why you must go for a girl that got some type of wisdom somewhere about herself. She ain't got to know it all, but is she a student of something that she like to learn? Is she reasonable? You know what I'm saying? That type of woman you're going to need around you because you're going to want to have a conversation like this brother here talking about at the end of the night. They call that pillow talk. When you want to unwind, you're gonna want to talk to somebody outside of your boys every now and then to see what's your opinion on this. I got these things I'm juggling, but baby, I want to lay this beside you and see what you got to say about it. It's that Proverbs 31 woman they talk about too, that virtuous woman. You see what I'm saying? That can bring some type of utility, that can take the bread you giving her, and she go out there on the street corners and sell and buy and bring more money back in.
Yes,
She
sir.
just spending all your darn money up. No, she want to build a Yeager legacy, and that's what us kingdom folk trying to do. We trying to build legacy. We ain't just trying to just dominate. No, we only doing this because I know at the end of the day, the Bible says we want to leave something to our children's children.
Generation
That's
wealth.
great. Exactly. We ain't just trying to just do this for TikTok and social media. And I think if we and views, I think if you can get your behind off of social media and actually try to build a real relationship. Too many times people think the relationship ain't even valid unless you put it on social media. I call cap. I'm called big cap. Many times people
better
get
off social media.
it's better off social media because now ain't nobody in your business. You can have a real life. You ain't got to worry about somebody's opinion. I know I'm going left on this, but I'm saying this because too many people. This is what people think marriage is about. Though they want to just do it for the glitz and glam. Let's have photo shoots and put this on for the world to see. Now everybody think we got this all down pat. Yeah, but behind closed doors, you being cheated on. You ain't happy, but you got a smile on social media. No, get you a man with substance. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about mental substance, spiritual substance. Get you a woman with mental and spiritual substance, so y'all guys can actually come home and talk amongst each other.
Hello.
And you ain't gotta bring your mama in, your daddy, and you keep everybody else out because both of y'all inside the marriage got enough wisdom. And I want to say this to my brother right here. I want to give him his flowers while he even here, because when Stevie J was saying like as a man, the strength that God give him, he go home and talk to his brother, his children, because presence matters. My brother, man, my son's 7 years old, his daughter 12. But so before I even first had my child, I had children, I had experience with my other nieces as well. But before I had my own, I watched my brother, man. He'll say stuff, but you a deadbeat. You can't even be around me. It's just not you. We have nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I respect this man highly, man. I can watch this man work 12-hour shifts, come home. His daughter want to play or go somewhere. Tired as a dog. I'm going over to see about my daughter. I want to go spend time with her. I'm tired. My eyes about to close while I'm yet having this conversation, but I'm here with my daughter. I respect this man because of that, because he put something in me that can't be taken away. Because what excuse do I have as a man looking at another man and he's working just like I'm working and going home to his daughter and looking at her, playing with her, knowing he tired? Because guess what? He told me this. Man, my daughter don't know nothing about I'm tired. My daddy don't know nothing about I just work 12 hours. She have no concept of time. All she know is you here, I'm here, and I want to do this. So she don't understand that crap. So look, when he said these things to me, so kudos to Pastor P over here. But I'm saying this, so this for men out there, got doggone, your presence matter. It's just like Stevie said, you can come in the house and shift the whole order. You can bring order to chaos. The kids over here jumping up and down, wife in the kitchen trying to cook. But when you come into that room, you can either disturb the atmosphere, you can bring that thing all together in order, or go kiss your wife, tell her, baby, I love you, thank you for what you're doing. That's gonna melt the stress off her back. Like, baby, at least he sees me, he acknowledges me. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to my kids. kids, hey, look, how y'all day was, like brother Stevie said. You know what I'm saying? It don't take but 5 minutes. And then you go home and wash, and you can go in that shower and cry if you have to. Ain't nobody gonna be in there with you in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, God dang, I'm tired. But at the end of the day, everybody else feel the impact of daddy coming home. It shouldn't be a terror that you walk through the house. It should be like, man, thank God my pieces just came home to the wife or to the children. Man, my daddy's Superman. Man, my son made me cry one day time, telling me something like, I mean, y'all laughing. I mean, it's serious, boy. My son, you know what I'm trying to tell you, man. My son made me cry one time, boy. Man, think my daddy's Superman. My daddy can do anything. Just hearing words like that, you know what I'm saying? Make you want to get up and stop being lazy, man. I gotta feed this boy. Because look at how he look at me. You know what I'm saying? Man, you want to disappoint that boy, man. So look, man, I'm sorry I went that route, but I'm just, I want to tell you, I had to get that man his flowers, man, and Stevie J, man. Because look here, marriage ain't for social media. Marriage is real life work. But go ahead.
That's what we getting at. That's what we want people to understand what marriage is.
For sure.
Marriage, boy, it's a beautiful thing. A lot of people say they're scared of it. Why are you scared of it? Only reason why I look at this, when I hear a man or woman say they're scared of it, the reason why they're scared of it is because they feel like they're gonna be locked down. Half of them, they still want to do what they want to do. They still want to sleep around. They still want to. They want all these boyfriends. They want all these girlfriends. They want what they call it. They want their squad. They want their squad.
Their options.
Yeah. So if you still want your options, then yeah, marriage is not for you right now. Wait till you find that one person that you really want to be, but you know for a fact I want to be with that person. So because sometimes you might be ready. This person that you dealing with ain't nowhere ready. Now you wasting time. Don't waste no time. Don't waste no time and energy. That time and energy you ain't gonna get that back.
You sure ain't.
You not gonna get that time.
They never be ready. And the truth is, they ain't ready. They might not be ready with you,
but they ready.
The right person come around. They ain't ready. So nigga, it's you. So take heed, podcast world.
I'm telling you,
ready, and they ain't ready for you.
I'm telling you.
Period.
I understand that. It took me a minute, but that's true. Sometimes it may vice versa. This woman might love you, but you don't love that woman that way. This man might love this woman, but she don't love him like that. So y'all wasting y'all time. Y'all waste because like you doing all this right here, you not in love with the person, but you in love with the person that done. The image of what you can provide. See, I can see this woman like, oh yeah, this girl gonna cook, clean. She gonna make sure my kids straight. Man. I ain't gotta do nothing, really. I'd be a fool to let that go. Or she might be thinking like, dang, this man gonna bring home the bag, trips, do this, do that. Ain't gonna question nothing. I ask him for some money. He gonna give it to me. I'd be a fool to leave her alone. Yeah. My pops always told me that. Pops said, boy, they see you coming. I never understood what that meant. Yeah. They see you coming. I'm like, what you mean when they see you? Steve, they see you coming. I'm looking like, what does that mean? But the thing about it, because like I was saying, I got a big heart and stuff like that. They see you coming. They like, boy, they see you coming. Then you tell them what job you got. Oh, yeah. They be a fool. They might, they'll play with me for a little bit. Play with them, or play with the person for a little bit. And then they throw you away. Yeah. But see, I had to learn that. I had to really understand. Like my pops, I used to, like, man, why my daddy always tell me, man, you need to be a man. I'm looking like, bro, I am a man. I mean, what else? How else can I be a man? Right. What you mean by that? Right. Nah, bro. What I mean by be a man, don't sit there and just be quiet all the time. I know you. It's like it took me a while to realize that, hey, man, sometimes I gotta be confrontational. Well, yes, sometimes I gotta speak. I gotta say what I gotta say. Like, hey, look, I'm not gonna be played like this. Yeah. I'm not. Don't play with you want. Hey. I hit him with, hey, go play with your mama, not me.
Facts.
I'm for real. I'm telling you, it took a minute to realize who I am. See, sometimes you gotta understand who you are, cause how a person perceives you, that's how they gonna look. Oh, I can play with this dude. Yep. I can play with him. Yep. And it's sad to say it like that, but
it's what it is.
But sometimes you just can't.
We're living.
Yep. You can't play like that. Sometimes you gotta look like, hey, bro, hey. Oh, so that's how you see me. So you gotta, okay, I'm gonna address this right now. Hey, bro. Yeah, I may be hee ha ha, but I'm not that dude. For sure. I may be hee ha ha girl, but I'm not that guy.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
Not. But I want you to look at me. Look at my face when I tell you this. Yeah. I'm not the one.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not the one.
Eyeball.
I'm not the one. I want you to look at me. Understand? I'm not playing. I'm not playing with you. Yeah, man. If you want to play with me, hey, I'm telling you, it's gonna end up somewhere. It's gonna go. Hey, it's best if we leave because I don't want to say nothing that might, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So marriage is it's nothing to play with.
No, man.
Because that's like I said, not just because everything that's tied up, money is tied up, man. You can mess around, man, and you can, as a man, when you get married, your wife get half everything. That's why it's like, bro, it really ain't no. Bro, really understand what you doing when you get married. It's not about the physical stuff. It's not about that. I'm not saying that at all. I ain't saying go out there and get no prenup or nothing like that, because your whole goal is not y'all going into marriage the wrong reason anyway. Y'all already going into marriage like
Thinking
this
about
don't
failure.
yeah, if this don't work, I'm gonna go ahead and make you sign these papers. So you leave with nothing, and I still keep what I had before. But nah, it's not. Let's not do that. Go in there for the long haul. Understand, like, boy, you sick.
Ain't no exit.
If I'm sick, we helping each other out.
Facts.
The kid's sick, we going in there together.
Yeah.
My parents sick, your parents sick. We gotta do what we gotta do. To death do us part.
Period.
That's what it is. Understand, till death do us part. Stop thinking about the physical. We gotta stop thinking about the physical and make this thing internal, like, hey, bro, or mental, or just make sure that you understand, like, hey, man, this forever. This forever. Because sometimes you sit there, you like, man, you really let's forget the extravagant weddings, the extravagant honeymoon. Man, bump all that. It starts when y'all get back into that house.
Yep.
And it's just y'all two.
Yep.
And now y'all sitting there looking at like, what's next? What's next? What's next? We done did the wedding. We done had the pictures. We done did all that. What we doing now? Now the glamour over with.
Yep.
Now
Not the real life.
Let's try to get to the
It's
nitty
real
gritty
life.
now.
It's real life.
little muddy now.
Yeah.
A little muddy.
sure.
You sit there looking like, dang, it's a long road right here.
For sure. For sure.
That's a long road for it. But that's what
real.
it is.
That's real.
That's what it is.
That's the marriage.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the marriage.
That's the
what
marriage.
it is.
Marriage and a ceremony.
I'm telling you.
And I think many people get that wrong, like you're saying, Steve. Too many people they live for the wedding. They're trying to get all the glitz and glamour for the wedding. Let's have this, let's get this person saying. They got this big old list of who they want to come there. Had the people, only 10 people that you really invited really loved you behind to start with, really gonna rock with you. Really, when something hit the fan, you can depend on them. Only 10 of them. Everybody else just eating and being nosy. You know what I'm saying? So nah, man, bump that. So people living for the big wedding, for the pictures and all that stuff. Nah, I'm not about to waste a big tab on people I know that don't care about me when I can only count on my hand how many real people I actually got in my corner.
No, yeah.
Because wedding is too much a precious thing to me for me to have this big old ceremony and invite all these clowns I don't know. You know what I'm saying? To come partake in something that's gonna be beneficial to my life, just for you to be partaking and seeing it or something. No, you wasn't here the whole time. Keep your distance. I still love you, but stay there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's that. And you said something earlier about because this is all part of wedding too, and just like you said about the prenup. I heard a philosopher say this. He said, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. So when you go into a marriage thinking about divorce, guess what's gonna happen? You gonna end up divorced because you already think about ways to make this fail. But if you go into this marriage and think about well, look, regardless of everything, there is no divorce. So guess what? Even when things get rocky, both of y'all heads together because you don't think there's a way out. I mean, because you think there's no divorce, you're gonna come up with answers and solutions because your brain don't know up north from south. All it knows is I'm gonna compute and process what you put in front of me. You see, so if you immediately tell your brain I can't do it, your brain it's gonna shut down the factory. But start thinking, okay, baby, I don't know how we get into this. I don't know how we got into this mess, but we gonna get out this thing one day at a time. And both of y'all together gonna start coming up with ways. Okay, look, we gonna do this. I did this wrong last year. This year we gonna do this better. You come up with solutions on progressing.
Right.
But my thing was God hates divorce. People talk about this thing. We might because it's part of the marriage. We might hop into it.
Right.
The scripture people talking about God hates divorce, and people harp on this. Like I'm saying, so you getting whooped upside your head. You know what I'm saying? Because see, what you guys don't know, we kind of had like a pre-conversation before this. They was talking about abuse and all type of how people have hidden motives and hidden character traits and all type of stuff. And I'll let them boys touch that in a minute. But I'm gonna just hop to the end about divorce real quick. When the Bible talking about God hating divorce, you have to understand who you talking about. You talking about a God that knows and sees all that love, that he understands love. He's the epitome of love. Right. You can't have love without God. Right. So we're not talking about emotions here. We're talking about choices and decisions. We're talking about commitment and covenant. So when God telling you he hate divorce, he's not telling you he hate the breaking of a covenant. No, he hates divorce because he knows the aftermath. Like you said, if y'all have kids, now the kids are torn in half because now they're looking at mommy and daddy going two different ways and their whole life has been framed. And if the marriage was somewhat good, let's say that, they looking at a marriage and they wake up every day of their life and they know mommy and daddy's in the same house. That's all they understand. And all of a sudden it comes a day where I'm waking up and mommy not here or daddy's not here. That rips somebody apart. You affected so many hearts, family members that was close now and friends have to now, well, I'm gonna say friends, not family. Friends have to choose which side am I gonna be on now. You know what I'm saying? Well, am I gonna be with the husband? Because you know what I'm saying. So this is what he don't hate. It's not so much that he hates the breaking of two people staying together. Because truth be told, you guys out there, everybody that getting married did not get married under God. Just because you signed some legal paperwork don't mean God was involved. So even in the records of heaven, you still didn't get married, though you signed legal paperwork. So when you talking about God hate divorce, did you even first qualify for the marriage in the first place? You see what I'm saying? 'Cause
Right.
too many people just throwing the Bible around thinking they know what the heck they talking about, and no, you don't want to walk this path with me, because I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna break in half, because God, look at, just because you God, man, listen, God, he's a man that got common sense. He knew that man was gonna be whooping on you in the first place, so he was trying to tell you so many times not to deal with him. But I'm gonna let them boys get into that in the first place. So you marry him because you wanted to. Maybe you saw what Stevie said, where you fell in love with the image and not the actual individual, because you
Right.
thought he had the money, you thought he had the stability that you wanted, so you fell in love with the idea of that stability and not that individual. Because God was telling you the whole time, look here, bro, there's some things you missing. And love blinds. That's the scripture tell you that. Love covers a multitude of sin. That means love covers errors. Love covers. So you looking at that person and deadly in love. You think you in love with them, but you infatuated and you can't see red flags that after that quote unquote emotion fades down. Now you starting to see, and now you have to live with them every day. So they can't put makeup on this situation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They can't dance their way through this one. No, they ain't no alcohol gonna dilute this reality here. You see what I'm saying? No. So you got to see them as they really are, and now you starting to see all the red flags that you could not see before, just dating them every other Wednesday.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because it ain't every Wednesday night. Now it's Monday through Sunday.
Yeah.
And now you get to see every red flag that you was supposed to be seeing beforehand, but you couldn't see it. Whether you, man, she just had a bad body, she light skinned, the toe was done all the time, the hair night, or whatever the case, whatever your preference is. And for the woman, you looking at him and he got broad shoulders, he tall and dark skinned, or whatever it is, and he got a good job. And yeah, I know. But I know that. But did you have a real conversation with him? Are y'all going the same places? Do he believe what you believe? You see what I'm saying? And like I let him hop on that. But look, the things you can't see, man, look, it's things you can tell. You can measure a man by many ways. I ain't finna get in everything, but how does he treat the janitor? How does he treat the waiter when you ain't around? Because people have character traits that tell things. It's tails all over the place, man. People that have dignity, character, and respect, they treat everybody else a certain way. And people that got anger issues, you can tell. You'll see them snap. You'll see them they have a short fuse. That stuff gonna show up in your marriage. And it's gonna come a time, he might love you now, she might love you now, but you're gonna be on the other end of that sooner or later. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it for right now. I don't want to turn it into my thing. When it comes to marriage, I get real about this stuff, because people, they choose to be blind because they want to. And my brother said it earlier, sometimes men get tunnel vision. But like, there's a man in the Bible named King Solomon that the Bible said it made Queen Sheba, when she came to look at him, Queen Sheba's soul left her body. So there's a measure of man that has so much wisdom, and you can grow to that, where you cover all the bases, where you can cover the dress, the house, you can cover the way your servants act, you can cover everything, and a woman can come into that environment and be like, God dang, I never met a man like this. So you don't have to be handicapped. But anyway, man, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. I went on a tangent.
You good.
I went on a tangent, man. I'm sorry.
For the jump.
Shoot,
it.
I want
I
to
like
hit
it.
on divorce, and we talking before about abuse and hidden character traits and all that. We were talking about.
Yeah, but
Shoot.
I kind of feel like it was already there. That man been an abuser. That woman been a cheater. She been a liar. She been a manipulator. He been a manipulator, liar, cheater. He been all those things. You just was overlooking it because
The things they was doing.
you fell in love with the wrong thing. Matter of fact, this what it is.
Come on, Pastor
You
Pete.
never really even got to know them.
There you go.
When you take the time, I'm talking about take the time to really get to know your person, you're gonna see all these flags, whatever you want to call it, because we all got red flags.
For sure.
Yeah.
None of us perfect.
Yeah,
So
for
we
sure.
all got red
for
flags.
sure.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be certain things that stand up, like, you know what? Nah, I can't do that. All that arguing leads to domestic violence. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So he or she was bound to put them hands on you. You know what I'm saying? hey, straight up. He or she was bound to put them hands on you because nothing good come out of arguing.
Right.
They go from arguing, they go from raising your voice, to yelling, to cussing. Now, somebody gonna get fed up. Now you put your hands on each other. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when you really sit down and get to know a person, I ain't talking about y'all going out having fun, doing all these dates. I'm talking about sitting down, really talking, picking their brain, seeing where they at. You know what I'm saying? When you like that, you get to talk about, man, this person ain't too smart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't hide.
Yeah. This person ain't too smart. Oh, no, I don't agree with you. Oh, that's how you feel? Or y'all having a conversation, it be little things. They begin to get mad over a conversation. That let you know, they behind this conversation, something more
Something
back there.
going on.
You know what I'm saying? So why are you getting mad over a conversation? We supposed to talk like two mature adults, right? So before you even get married, before you even get engaged, before you even decide to be in a serious relationship with them, if you take time to get to know your person, you won't be disappointed or you won't be surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
be like, I saw this coming. Since I see, like your dad said, they see you coming.
They see you coming.
You gotta see that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, straight up. Hey, Lord, you gotta see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
So since I see that, I'm gonna go the other way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The same way they see you coming, you gotta see the negativity. You got the toxic traits. You have to see that before you and that's what I said last time we had this podcast. We had the two women on here, 2 young ladies on here last time. When you know you as an individual, when you know you're dealing with a lot, you need to go and get some help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because all that negativity, if a person's so negative, baby, we need to go get some counseling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
need
for
to
sure.
go get some therapy or something.
Right.
Because you don't want to, we all got baggage, right? But you don't want to come with so much. Because ain't none of us perfect. Like, we got red flags. But you don't want to have a bag full of flags, though. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go to your person. This is who I am. This is what. Put it on the table, man.
That's it.
Put it on the table so that
Conversation.
you give that person the right if they decide to deal with this nonsense. Or not, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But all that physical abuse, mental abuse, the cheating, the lying, bro, all that been there.
Oh yeah.
It been there. You just was overlooking it because you was infatuated, like you said, with their looks or with their money. Or what can they do for you? They was doing something for the last man wasn't doing, or the last one wasn't doing. But they still ain't right. You still ain't whole because they doing the financial part, but what about the emotional part?
Yep.
What about the mental part? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? That woman, she could be cooking and cleaning, but what's she doing for you spiritually? You still lacking. You not getting the whole thing. Let's just say not say spiritually. Let's say what she doing for you emotionally. You might just need somebody to listen to. You can't vent to your boys 9 times out of 10. But your woman, like you said, you pill talk, man, baby, this is on my mind. Because you tell your homie, your boy might listen, but your woman is there for that, though. You know what I'm saying? You might be, okay, yeah, I know, tell you, but man, your boys ain't gonna be hugging all up on you. You know what I'm saying? Man, you'll get back up from here.
Come on,
You know what I'm saying?
boy, what you doing?
Let's wear to stay back in. Now.
I gave you dap already 5 minutes ago. Now
Exactly.
what's going on?
So man, I'm telling you, man, them signs be there. I always believe them signs be there. But Stevie, go ahead, man.
Well, how I look at it is like you just said. I'm gonna piggyback off both of y'all. Those signs was there. Just like y'all both said, we got tunnel vision, and love covers a multitude of sin. So the whole time you fell in love, like you said, you might. Let me just break this part down. Sometimes most of this stuff that's happening to most of these people, when they was in high school, that one person that hurt them, they never got over it. And they trying to fulfill that with different people. It may even be a female or a male that resemble the person that broke their heart. They looking for that. Because the person that broke their heart, they still trying to figure out why this person wasn't there for me, why this person left me. So I'm going to get somebody that looks like that person because they still haven't healed. Half that stuff that happened because they still, you still looking at that rearview mirror. And you looking at rearview mirror, so now you shaping your woman or your man
To be like that.
try to be like that has those characteristics or that look that you're looking for.
Yep.
And Bo, you still fighting your demons in the back. You gotta let that go. You gotta heal. You gotta heal. Sometimes you gotta sit there and just really think about, okay, the last relationship I wasn't talking. To the next relationship, I gotta work on that. I wasn't communicating good. The last relationship, I was too judgmental because I'm thinking about my past. I gotta work on that. But just like Wes said, sometimes you gotta sit there and you gotta sit there and I gotta go to counseling. These are my problems right here. I need help with that because I got past trauma, past hurt, and I'm not over with. I'm not over. And every relationship that I'm in right now, I'm the problem. A lot of people they not man enough or woman enough to say that I'm the problem because I'm still hurt from such and such back in high school from them leaving me, and the counselor be like, okay, so what happened? Such. Well, okay, well that's 10 years ago. I mean, you still dwelling on that. Why do you feel like that? And it comes because, and the reason is because you don't have the confidence or the know-how or knowing who you is as that woman or as that man because you still thinking about you as that little kid.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta let that go. I mean, I'm not just talking to the audience. I'm talking to myself Because when I was in high school, it's like certain part I felt I wasn't that confident. But as a man, I grew. I built that confidence up, and I understood that's what it was. Sometimes you gotta, and that's why I said before, how they perceive you or how they view you is because of how you is. Like my mom always told me, don't walk slumped over. I like walk slumped over. I ain't know I was walking slumped over. So yeah, that's why I worked on my posture. I poked my chest out. I held my chin up. Not trying to be like arrogant or nothing like that, but I walk like I know who I am. That's all it is. You gotta have that swagger about yourself.
Yes, sir.
I mean, sometimes you need that. That's why you need those people in your corner to tell you, like, bro, why you slouched over? Don't slouch down.
Yeah.
One thing I used to. This old man told me older gentleman was telling me I was walking. He said, "Man, pick your head up." I'm thinking, I'm just looking at the ground. Like, bro, pick your head up.
Yeah.
What you mean? He like, bro, you don't gotta walk like that. Hold your head up and walk.
Wow.
Cause it's that's that perception. That's that first impression. When they look at you doing that, oh yeah, he ain't. I can run over him. Nah, but you got that chin up, chest out. Oh yeah, he ain't nothing to play with. They'll think about it first. They might not be like, oh, he ain't nothing to play with, but they'll think about, oh, I gotta see this man because he might. Yeah, he don't look like something to play with.
Yeah.
You know, something because the way you
Communicate.
Yeah, you know, you present yourself and how you talk. Sometimes you gotta sit there and you gotta evaluate yourself. Sometimes you gotta sit there like, okay, let me, I am that dude, or I gotta work on this. I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I know if I pick this book up, read, do this. That's one thing people got as men we gotta do. Pick up a book or get audio book. If you don't want to read it, get an audio book. Listen to a book.
Yeah, sure.
It'll broaden your brain, broaden your mind. You'll help.
Yeah.
You'll get it. You'll get something, and it's like, bro, when it's all said and done, marriage is a covenant between man and woman. So for us to work and build, and like the Bible said, and sustain the earth, to multiply. We overthinking it with physical stuff like trips, extravagant weddings, stuff like that, gifts and stuff like that. It's not really all about that. It's in that dark time. I'm gonna pick you up. You're gonna pick me up. You know what I'm saying? Your mama's sick. You might not get over there, but I'm gonna go over there. Hey, mom's sick. I'm gonna go over there and help moms out. Or you might be at work. Pop's sick. I'm gonna go help daddy out real quick. It's all about that teamwork.
Yeah.
And then your kids will see that, and they'll do the same thing for their spouses. And now you done broke that generational curse about, families can't get along. That's one thing that killed me too. But I understand it. But when you intertwine, when a man and a woman get married, they intertwine those families.
Yep.
Y'all all should be able to get along.
Should be able to. Yeah.
It should be to get along. But
Yeah.
I understand. Some people like, oh man, they don't want to do it because they look at it like this. That ain't my family. That's your family.
Yeah.
That's how they look at it. I mean, I understand it. Well, okay. Well, respect me enough to not disrespect that person because that's my family. You're right.
real.
that is my family.
Yeah.
I married their sister.
Yeah.
So respect her brother, which
Yeah.
is my brother.
Yeah.
Respect him.
Yeah.
You ain't got to jump up in his face. And if y'all can't mingle together, then you know what? When I have cookouts, ain't no alcohol.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no alcohol. Ain't gonna be this right there. Cause y'all rowdy. Ain't gonna
yeah.
be no cars. Ain't gonna be no. Y'all rowdy. Y'all can't get along.
Yeah.
Y'all, I gotta watch y'all like y'all kids. I
Yeah.
can't do that. I mean, we should be grown. Y'all should be to have a beer or two, sit there and talk about the game and laugh. Now y'all going to blows because he set the Cowboys up. Come on, bro.
Right. Ain't that deep. You ain't get no check off that.
You just a fan.
Right.
I love the Cowboys though. Yeah.
Look at you.
But we got to be able to get together. We got to be able to come together as a family more and understand them. Really sit down and understand when you marry this person. First of all, learn that person. Start back courting. A lot of people don't court no more.
Yeah, man.
Courting. Like my boy West P say, go to the park.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
spend no money. Y'all actually you can go to get an ice cream cone, sit there and pick each other's brain. See what y'all where y'all can meet up at. Y'all might have different views on a lot of stuff, but where can we find this common ground? You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. Compromise.
Man,
That's it.
I literally wrote that down, Steve, when I was over here just listening to y'all talk. I want to bring in something else too, and something else in a second. But I wrote down this right here, literally, and that was a beautiful segue. People that don't want to date simply, And what I mean by that, like you're saying, ice cream dates, walk in the parks, just simple dates. And, you know, nowadays social media done taught these modern female, modern young men, we can't even go to our own cheesecake factory nowadays. It's wild. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I know this is not for everybody. Don't even first agree with that. Some young females and young men are looking at that like, man, that's stupid and childish. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to be a PhD in common sense. You know what I'm saying, for you to realize that's stupid.
Right.
But people that don't want to date simply are setting themselves up for failure in marriage. Period. Because if you, like I put down, if you need all the glitz and glamour on a date, then you're not looking for substance. Because marriage is built off communication. Right. So if we can't even talk for hours about whatever, then the marriage is gonna be dead anyway. Right. Because if I can't go to Marble Slab or to a park and just have a conversation with you without all the glitz and glamour, then we shouldn't get married. Because there's nothing else that there's no common ground. We can't communicate about anything. You see what I'm saying? And any good relationship, I'm talking about friendship, anything, should be built off communication. Can I call Stevie on the phone and talk about whatever? You know what I'm saying? If not, then what you here for? Are we just you know, friend I'm calling just so we can go out and call club friends or whatever? Man, look, you're not a real friend, because if the club get taken away, me and you don't have a relationship. You see what I'm saying? So it has to be built on something real. It has to be built on. I want to be able to go to a coffee date and let's sit down, because now I can't hide behind money. Starbucks. I can't hide behind what I have. My car not gonna matter when I'm talking to you. My job not gonna matter. I mean, yeah, my job is good on the back end because it's showing you I can provide. But as far as between me and you, as far as because you gotta live with me in the house, like you said, after the glitz and glamour gone, now we gotta actually live life. So that pillow talk, what that's gonna be about? It can't just be all about sex, because the sex is good, so you're married. Okay, but when sex is done, that's only gonna be an act for so many nights. Okay, now we gotta talk. You see, now we gotta live life. So yeah, what's next? Because now we gotta actually have a communication. So I think that people that don't want to date, just simply date. I'm talking about going on. You can add on to it after you realize, okay, I got a good connection. Right? Yeah, I'm saying, go feed some pelicans. Yeah, go to the zoo. Whatever. Let's something y'all can talk, communicate.
Play the Xbox, PlayStation.
Game. Yeah, game's cool too. That way she can see into your world and see what kind of games you can like, and vice versa. Her skill set, because game, contrary to probably believe, games actually teach you a lot of motor skills, thinking skills. But we ain't. That's another podcast. Do we think grown men should play games? We may do that. Do we think grown men should play games?
Go paint and sip.
Paint and sip. That's a great one. It's just little small things that are built up. It don't have to be extravagant, man. Where you got to put on heels all the time. Yeah, we want to make y'all, let y'all get dressed up, dolled up, and take us somewhere y'all can put on heels and we can go dance or whatever. But at the end of the day, it should be built on something simple, and then it get more complex as you go. And I was gonna say, like, this is some little fun fact I want to share with y'all, boy. I was looking this up in my own personal time studying with Jesus. In the Jewish community, and I think y'all gonna understand exactly why I brought this up when it comes to marriage. In the Jewish community, it wasn't even like a big ceremony that they would have up front. Like the father of the groom. So if Weston, my father, and I'm ready to get married, Weston would go find me a wife. My father would go find me a wife, and then he would go talk to the wife's father. Okay, and then them two would make a contract. I'm going to meet my wife for the first time. She meet me for the first time. And now at that day, the very day we meet, if we agree, I drink some wine, you give him the father of the bride, you give him some money for the bride price, call it the bride price. You pay for the bride, we drink wine, and that right there is the beginning of the marriage. We didn't consummate the marriage, which means we didn't have sex, but that's the beginning of the marriage. So now my job is to go back home with Weston, because he's my father. My job is to build on a home, a room in his house for me and my family. This speaks volumes here, though. I don't want y'all to lose me on this. And it's up to you as my father to say, okay, Troy, I don't like that room. You're gonna have to rebuild it, or you're gonna have to add this to it. So you don't let me bring my wife home into this house until you agree on how beautiful I got the house. Wow. You see, this is how the Jewish custom is set up. And that's why Jesus was saying, no man know the time. No, we ain't trying to get biblical. We can talk about that off the clock. But it's important that these things are mentioned, because if we kept to these customs, we black people are at such a disadvantage. Some black people are at such a disadvantage because we don't have grandma's money and granddad's money. Most of us trying to get it out the mud. You see what I'm saying? So the type of weight that certain people are putting on us to, like, okay, man, he got to have 6 figures, or he got to be financially stable. That type of conversation is for people that I'm building onto my father's house. You see what I'm saying? It's because when he died, he gonna leave the house to me. So I'm building on another room in the house for me, for my wife. But also when he died, the whole house gonna go to me. That's not how it is anymore. You see what I'm saying? So these things are getting lost. The truths are still getting presented, because this is why even divorce is still set up by Jewish customs. Like, the laws that we have today in the Jewish world, I mean in the United States, about the woman take all the man stuff and all the rights go to the kids, that's coming from the Jewish customs. The Jewish people believe, that's how they set it up. That if because the wife didn't pay anything, the man paid my father paid the money. So if we get divorced, I must pay my wife. Because now I already took her and I already had sex with her, so she can't really she's not gonna be much good for another man. This is all Jewish custom.
We just put it on the back end of it.
We put it on the back end in America. Nobody knows nobody thought about where these laws came from. But my whole point, I'm not trying to get off top. I'm trying to keep it on the context of marriages. Is this? It'd be a lot easier for us if my father had left me some wealth and gave me some land to build on, and now it's not so hard for me to say, okay, now I don't have to be stressed out. I can go out here and start building on my father's land. And I don't have to worry about somebody taking it away. And then my father can agree or say, all right, look here, son. Because my father knows the way. He can tell me, okay, son, this is how you build this. This is how you make her happy. We don't really, most of us don't even have fathers in the house. You see what I'm saying? So we trying to build crap based on this image that we ain't even first got. And the women are putting stress on us for us to have this standard. And it's not their fault.
Right.
It's not really our fault either. I'm just trying to paint the picture for you guys well to see why our marriages failing, why are people failing in the first place, why are people afraid of marriages in the first place is because the system is faulty.
Right.
We don't really have, so unless you come in this day in 2023, unless you come in
2024.
I'm sorry, thank you, bro. If you're not coming in 2024 with a mindset, if you can look at your spouse and see that they're not coming from money and you ain't coming from money, if y'all not trying to come in this thing together and trying to build together, then I don't even know what you're expecting at this point because neither one of y'all got anything. So why you expecting this person to have 6 figures and her to be well built? She ain't got no father either. You see what I'm saying? Nobody. So I'm trying to bring some ability, a little bit of reasonability into this that we can come together and think. Okay, how much pressure am I putting on them for them to have everything together? Do she know how to treat a man? Do she know how to, you know what I'm saying? We put all these pressures on women, and they ain't had no example. And they put all these pressures on us, and most of us ain't got no darn example. And the only reason we talking this way is because some of us got some type of basis in spirituality. You know what I'm saying? So we know the way a little, you know what I'm saying? To the little bit we know. But this is why marriages are failing. That's the whole point. Because we built up this faulty system where I don't have my father's land, and I don't have my father's house. Because in the black community, guess what they tell you? When you 18, y'all can finish out there in the comments. When you 18, you getting out my house.
Yeah, that's stupid.
You see what I'm saying? So look at what you say. Now, some people can say, look, I'm setting them up to be men. You know what I'm saying? So they can make it on their own.
Setting up for failure.
For failure, because I don't even, it makes sense if you taught me from 1 to 18 how to be a man. If you taught me the things that's going to be sustainable when I leave your house. But if you didn't and I just hit 18 and all of a sudden, now you expect me just to figure it all out when I get away from you? Come on, man. You said the black, ain't the black community, just the modern times is so jacked up that it's kind of hard for us today in today's culture to look at somebody and want to build a life with them when our whole home life away from them been jacked up. You see what I'm saying? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
I like that.
The Jewish, the Africans been doing that too.
The truth, you're right. They do,
They've been doing that too. I agree with some of the Jewish customs, but don't go find my wife.
Yeah, don't find
my own wife.
Don't find me.
I my own wife. Yeah, I don't I would do for my daughter and my son.
Let me ask y'all this though.
I got some land for you, like you said. I'm leaving you this, but in order for you to leave your child something, you have to install in them some responsibility, some principles, some morals. Because if you leave a child $1 million right now, guess what they gonna do? They gonna blow it all on Robux.
Facts.
Robux and toys and video games. They gonna blow it all on that. So like you could leave some land. Oh, this land don't mean nothing. They sell it to somebody, but no, you don't know this land was gonna be worth more in 5 years from now. You should just wait it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. A lot of that stuff is good, what he said. A lot of that stuff real good, what Troy just said. But
Yeah.
you gotta leave something in your kids, man. You know what I'm saying? And now, if you ain't never had no daddy and your woman ain't had no daddy, that still ain't no excuse not to be nothing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's up to you, because you should know, since I ain't got no daddy and I ain't come from money, I want to make something out of my life. And she should want to do the same thing. But sometimes they fall
In the pattern.
in that pattern or that curse. Well, it worked out for me. It worked out for my mom and them. No, it didn't. If you look at it, it really didn't. You know what I'm saying? So you should want more. Both of y'all should want more for each other. Like, it's such thing as generational curses, so it got to be a such thing as generational blessings. Leave that legacy, that generational wealth for your kids. You know what I'm saying? What you about to say, Troy?
Did you have something?
Wait,
My question was this, because you said, you don't pick my wife for me, and I don't agree with either. I'm a man. I know what I like. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking back when you said I was looking back at a lot of conversation on certain things in life situations, and the question is this: do you think in most cases parents are right concerning the people you brought home?
No.
No? What about you, Stevie? Like have they ever said anything like this? Is what I mean by that. Have they looked at the person you brought home and be like, I don't know, Steve. That might not be the one. I don't know.
Yeah, but my eyes ain't your eyes.
No, I know, but have they been right though? Because see, most of them ain't here now.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, just conversation, just for conversation.
this right here can go both ways.
True, yeah, just talk
It
to
go
me.
many ways, because sometimes your mama or dad might just not like that person.
Let me tell you now. That's what I'm about to get at.
Yeah.
This is what this come in at. When you mess up at, keep your parents out your relationship.
For the most part.
Because I mean, the thing about it is, bring them in, talk to them. This is such and such. This is such and that. Let them
Get a feel.
get a feel of the person and stuff like that. But also, when it comes down to that all comes down to their perspective too. Especially if they looking at you like, man, to them, everybody parents hold them to a high standard. So if you come in there with a girl half naked, come in the house half naked and looking this and that, and then being rude and disrespectful for your parents, they gonna look at, oh no, no, son, this ain't for you.
Right.
No, that's something just to play around with. That's your dad telling you. And your mama looking like, oh no,
She ain't
no,
this.
no. And that go just like if it was your daughter, you looking like dude come pants hanging down, what's the name, smell like
Like weed.
smell like weed, alcohol and all that, eyes all red, he's stumbling all over the place. And this says you looking at your daughter like, are you serious right now?
Right.
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. Right.
Because they're right and their opinion is wrong. I ain't gonna say wrong. They right. It's treading because they know what's best for you. But it's up to you. I can just give you advice, son. Or I can give you advice, but you do what you want.
Facts.
You 18, you 19, that's what you want to be with. But just know. Now, you see what's going on right here. So, now, next thing you know, boom, bam, boom. Oh, he beating on me. I'm looking at further, I ain't gonna let nobody beat on me. But what I'm getting at is, you should expect that. Or she cheating on my son. She coming in half naked. During that, one of her breasts about to fall out, and I'm your daddy. And I'm sitting there looking like this lady, your mama about to hit me because she think I'm standing there. I'm looking at you like, bro, what are you doing?
But let's say the flip side, not to cut your wisdom.
Go ahead.
Like you said, keep your parents out your business.
Right. Keep your parents.
You just told them y'all got to argument. You
Right.
tell them everything that she
Right.
done said, but you ain't saying what you said.
Right.
So based off that, somebody say, "Oh, she ain't the one."
Yeah.
But
Right,
you
right.
ain't saying what you
only
ain't
told
saying
the
what
nigga.
you did. Oh, you ain't saying what triggered her to act that way or to act out that way.
That's what I'm getting.
So, yeah, man, I don't.
It's if I say
I don't
it's
think
both.
nobody knows what's best for you. I don't think so. I don't think. And I got a daughter, right? I can say, see, it's like
No,
you
let
said,
me make you question.
Oh, I got one for you.
I got more. I got more.
Let me just
I
hit
got
this real
more.
quick.
Go
I'm
ahead.
Go
gonna let you get. Like
Go
when
ahead.
we went to Shoney's,
Yeah.
right? And you was like, you were talking about your daughter talking about. Now you already know you ain't gonna let your daughter come to you with just some bum behind a bum dude, right?
Right.
So by you saying that, that's like you saying you know what's best for your daughter. You already know because you hold your daughter at a higher standard. Not saying that's wrong. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting at. It's where it's like you treading right there because you really can't say no because you just going off what you see. He
Right.
might be a good dude. He
Right.
might just be because he just that's his swag, and he might be a bum dude. But you got to go off of how would you go off of that if your daughter come in saying, "Oh, he done did this, did that, did that." You going to say, "Hey, babe, what you do?" Or you gonna go there, you gonna address it. Like, don't do that to my daughter. So how would you address that?
I mean, it
You see what
depends.
I'm
If he
saying?
put his hands on it, like you said.
Yeah,
Let me get in this thing, man. Let me get in this thing. Let me get in this
I don't
thing.
care. I don't care what she did. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But of course, I'm gonna address that. But it's gonna be is my perspective. It's like you said, it's my idea of the type of man I want from you.
Right.
But I can say what may be good for me. She might say, no, that ain't what I want. That's not what's good for me. I don't think you can dictate what's good for somebody else though. At the end of the day, when you think about it, you say, bruh, I don't care for her. But then what? Okay.
What's your question for him though?
Huh?
I want to know what's your question for him.
What you mean?
Earlier you said you got one for him.
Oh, it slipped my mind.
See,
man.
man, write it down.
Yeah.
I got one for. I got
Yeah.
something for y'all.
But
I
see, cause say like the family don't like your girlfriend at first.
Right.
Everybody, oh no, they don't like her. Then they come around later on down the line. Oh, she is a good person.
Yeah.
So in that moment, you thought she wasn't for me. I don't care what your opinion is.
No, I understand.
You can voice your opinion, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna choose what I want to choose.
Yeah.
But I
You know what I'm
understand that
saying?
part. That's what I'm saying. That's on the outside looking in.
Right.
But like I said, it's only two perspectives. Either it's gonna be good or bad. And right,
Mm-hmm.
the first perspective was bad because that's why first impressions really matter.
Can I jump in now?
You could hold on. You could. All right. But when you first meet somebody, it's like you're auditioning for them.
Right.
You put on your best behavior. You doing this, that, and the third. Man, that ain't you, man. You know what I'm saying? So when let's say the man and woman, they come with some sense. They talking regular, holding a good conversation. But behind closed doors, that ain't even that.
So you rather have the real? What you saying? You rather have the real? So if he does do that, just come to me like that for real, like Bernie Mac said. Man, you know you don't talk like that, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know you don't talk like that.
Yeah, if you
Go
drink-
ahead, cuss me out, call me a bad. Say call me something else.
Like you said, if it's Sunday, we sitting out watching the game, and you know you like drinking. I got this nice bar up here. Ask me for a drink. Yeah, go ahead and get one so we really get to talk. I can see who you really is. You know what I'm saying? You are proper. Or you trying to act like you just that third. You know you my daughter, my drinking, whatever y'all be doing behind closed. No, show me who you when you were her. Show me the same person. Bingo.
Let me get it. Can I get
Yeah,
it?
go ahead.
So, 'cause I think there's a distinction between your point of view and yours. There's a great distinction there because what he's saying is first impressions. What you saying is the daughter telling the parents all the bad things. That's two different things. So one is first impressions. So if how I would measure this. Because you got a point that the first, like, the person, you bring your actor to the table. The first time you bring an actor. Yeah. But at least the person got enough sense to know to bring an actor. Mm-hmm. You see? Because if it's your first time meeting me and you got your breast out, this is your character that's going to be in question. Mm-hmm. So you should at least be able to care. You can be who you are. Be true to you. Yeah. But at least care about how people perceive you. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because I can't help but develop an opinion. It can be right or wrong. Mm-hmm. But if you know you coming to meet the father of or the parents of your spouse, why would you come any old type of way? Why would you come looking anything other than your best if you coming to meet them? You see what I'm saying? Because this is their first time meeting you. You want to put your best foot forward. I'm not saying that over time you're not going to unwind, of course. But if you're going to meet me for the first time, why would you want them to think that you ghetto? Because this still speaking to your character. This is still your character that's on display. Mm-hmm. And on what you're saying, I would never. I learned, this was my lesson I had to learn too, by just going to your parent because you having a mental battle. You're like, okay, well, this is the things I'm dealing with because this person did X, Y, and Z. But I'm not telling them all the years of all the good time we had. I'm just telling them these are the bad arguments. Right. But see, as a parent, I should be wise enough and not judge a matter before seeing both sides. Mm-hmm. You see? So I'm only talking about wise parents. I'm talking about if you can look at your mother or your father and because it might not be both of them. You might have only one or the other. Yeah. Not just that both of them aren't present. Only one might be wise and the other just kind of, Yeah, so what I'm saying is you go to the one that's wise and I'm coming to the person for some type of wisdom, some type of guidance because they have it. Mm-hmm. So when you bring this person to them and they tell you, okay, even if they put their best foot forward, they can still say, no, that ain't it. Not because they trying to, move your life in a certain way. No, they can just tell, we married. Me and your father married. We know what it's going to build a strong marriage. We know the characteristics and things it's going to build. And I'm telling you, the joker that's coming to the table with smelling like weed and eyes red, bloodshot red, there's no way in the world he has the characteristics to lead you right now, sweetheart. If that's what you want, if that's what you telling me you want, and you want a marriage right now, and you bring me this joker, there's no way. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. Mm-hmm. You can do what you want to do. I'm not trying to control you. Mm-hmm. Do what you want to do, but you came to me asking me for advice, and I'm telling you, it's not gonna work because if he didn't care enough to clean himself up before he came to me, and meet the father that you know what I'm saying that you love, why in the world would he do that? That shows that if he don't respect me, there's no way he can respect you because I'm a reflection of you. I'm just all these things will be this is you have to be able to reason these things. You see what I'm saying? Because why would you never met the way we upstanding gentlemen. We have flag like you said. We all got some things. But when you meeting somebody for the first time, a motherfucker, you gonna be yes sir, no sir, whatever. You might when y'all get cool, man, boy, you stupid. But that's over time because that relationship has to build over time. So you can't come to nobody through the front. You wouldn't do that at your job. You wouldn't do that any other place because your mama told you. And your grandma, whoever else that has some sense, they told you act a certain way at school, you act a certain way at home, you act because these things must be instilled in you. So if you don't have that, I can tell you, yeah, daughter, yeah, son, she ain't it. She a hoe. She got hoe characteristics. Just like you know if a girl got hoe tendencies when you look at how she dressed. So no, I'm not gonna tell you she gonna be good for you.
I got one for you.
I'm just saying, does that make sense? So don't go home
It
and
makes
tell your
sense,
mother,
but
father.
The flip
don't-
side, I got one for you. Though.
Okay, cool. But don't come home. If you're gonna tell your parents with anything, make sure you giving them a well-rounded view of your partner. Please. Tell them, look, okay, man, hey, look, man, mom and pop, man, we just wanted this dope date. She planned the whole thing. She paid for it, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Tell them all, man, look what she got me for my birthday. So now when you finally come to tell, look, man, we just had a real heated argument and I think she was out of pocket. Hey, look, this is what I did. Tell me when I'm wrong. Because see, now you're not being one-sided. And you giving the parents
The whole picture.
The whole picture. You see what I'm saying? So that's my whole point. So I think if you have wise parents, it's good to let them. They might look here. You may still marry the idiot that you want to marry. They ain't, but at least you gave them the chance to say, look, nah, that's either a yes or that's a no. They can be like, okay, look, look, she good. She good. She got a good character or she got a good core, but she need to work on these things. You see, because you remember, I'm saying you blinded by love, so you might not be able to see. So it's good that you have somebody. Let's say not your parent, your friend, somebody that's gonna give you the objective truth. About it, you need somebody like that. You're gonna be wasting a lot of time with a lot of folk. If you ain't got somebody that's gonna root you, be like, nah, bro, yeah, she got a bad body, but ain't nothing going on upstairs, son. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, so
what you
check
got
this
though.
out. So what if you said you come around, she got the cleavage showing, thighs and all that. But what if you like for her to dress that way? You telling her.
But then that's what you tell your parents. I told her to dress like that. Cause they sitting there looking like, but what she can't like? Oh, I told her to dress like that.
I like when she dressed like that.
And then they can't say that. Cause they're like, oh, you see that turns the mind.
But
It's
you know
like,
what?
oh,
But they
well,
still
okay.
can say, no matter what you tell them, she's that man or woman or both parents say, nah, bro, that ain't it. But you might like that though.
Even
but
if you don't say what
because
you said.
it says especially because your parents could be old school. They like the
But they should
cover
address
up.
you.
Huh?
They should address you, not her.
No, never address them. No, they should never address your partner.
No,
But
that's
they
what I'm
still
saying.
might
Address
tell
you. I mean, that's what I'm
So
saying.
she ain't the one. But you said no,
I
dad,
told her to
mom.
dress like that.
I love when she dressed this way. I like when she carry herself like that's what you like. But they might not like that. You see what I'm saying? They might because they could be old school. Oh no, I don't want no one dress. The woman got to be covered up. Like, I like a little cleavage. I like a little the skirt coming up here and the thigh showing and whatnot. I love that. So you can love it, but they can hate it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But like I was saying,
because they could be basing it off that. Now she ain't the one. Why? Look how she dressed. But like you said, I don't want
It gotta
to
be
dress.
more to it than
That's
that.
why I'm
It gotta
getting
be more to it than that.
yeah, but
But no, some are like
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
Some are like that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, bro, I
because you
think-
can't stop that on that because if, like I just said, if you told that person, they really all they can do is talk to you about it. Like, well, okay, well, son, why she come to see us, even though you like her to dress like that, let her dress like that at home,
Right.
in the privacy of your home.
Right.
You don't want her to do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's
and-
what they come to you and telling you
Yeah.
was, son, let her dress like
Moderately.
that at
Modesty.
home. But then when she come out, tell her to cover up. That's for you. If that's what you like, and she
Yeah.
like doing that for you,
Yeah,
let her
go
know.
for
Let that be just for you. No, the world don't have to see it, but you might say, yeah, I like to see when the dude looking like and I'm looking like that's mine.
That's
You can't-
mine, yeah.
You can't, you ain't getting
Right.
it. But at the certain, it's a time
It's a time
It's
and
a time.
place.
I was gonna say
That's
it's a
the
time and a
period.
place for
Yeah.
everything.
Like me, I don't smoke. So I wouldn't want my daughter to date nobody who smoking. I
Right.
don't want you to come around and smell like we.
But that doesn't disqualify him
Yeah,
for
it don't.
marriage, though.
No, it don't. It don't. But some people, bro, look at he smoke a bunch of weed. We don't want him hanging around here. Some people think like that.
I ain't want my daughter to marry a nigga that smoke weed.
Yeah, I wouldn't want them either. But if that's what they like to do,
Why would
that's
she like
what
that?
they like to do. Man, you got, bro, you know.
But see,
Nah, I
that's-
got you, man.
That's
It's a whole holiday for 420.
That's the thing. Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah,
you.
yeah.
And
That's one thing my pop was trying to tell me.
cigarettes. Let's
Right.
not say weed.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes. I don't smoke nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's a chain smoke. He smokes cigarettes. He could be a cool dude. Da, 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 da. Like, man, I don't like him. He come around. You smell like smoke. I don't smoke. I don't smoke outside my house. So now I go outside. I got to smell the cigarette. But what if your daughter or your son, they do that? That's going to be likable in their sight. Like, man, I love him. He smoke. Okay, he smoke. I smoke. What's the problem? But you, man,
wouldn't
nah, I
disqualify
want somebody
him.
that smoke.
But I wouldn't disqualify him then, cause this is how I do it, Wesley. Maybe I'm thinking about it in this terms. I'm looking at my daughter or my son, measuring them
That's what I'm talking
against the person.
Yeah.
I'm not just measuring the person. You see what I'm saying? So if I know my daughter smokes, I wouldn't disqualify the other person because they smoke because I'm measuring them against my son or daughter.
That's what I'm about to get at.
You see what I'm saying? That's the difference here with how I'm looking at this.
That's why I'm
See,
getting
and
at.
you know why I'm getting it too? I honestly think you can't meet somebody one time and sit up here and say, oh, they ain't the one or he ain't the one. I feel like this right here. If my daughter dating this guy and she's serious about him, I need to spend time with that guy too. Come on, sir. Let's go to the basketball game.
for sure.
Let's go to baseball, football, whatever. Let's hang out. Come over here and watch TV. Let's do something.
That's real.
So now, before I can tell him, oh, he ain't the one, because just looking at somebody the first time you meet, that's stupid, bro.
No.
I think so, man. I think
but
so,
see,
because
don't
you sit
forget,
there-
some of us got discernment.
Bruh.
Sometimes
Sometimes you deserve to be off.
No, the heck it don't. Not if it's real. Now, see, now you acting like you
Nah,
know who.
man, for real, man. Sometimes it
No,
can be all,
bruh,
bro. You can
ain't
get the
no
wrong.
way, dog.
Sometimes you can let your personal feelings.
No, that's not that's
It's
not discernment.
wrong.
That's
That's
not
wrong. That's
discernment.
wrong. That's
But
what
that's
I'm
not
Yeah,
discernment.
that's wrong.
That's
What-
wrong.
I'm telling
That's
you.
not
talking
discernment.
He's talking about someone with discernment.
But
that
do you know
the-
how many? Do you know how many parents do that?
Yeah, that's not
it's
discernment.
It's wrong.
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay, I'll
That's
put you
wrong.
like this.
That's
I'm gonna
wrong.
I'm gonna go back to the statement right here.
It's wrong.
Until we get to that situation, we don't know what's gonna happen.
What you mean?
Like I said, until you become married, you don't know what marriage is gonna be like.
But not marriage though. We talking about.
I know,
looking
we
at
talking about
Okay,
looking at
bro, you
somebody.
can look at somebody right now. You can look at them and you can tell already off rip. But based on how they coming, just like you saying, you walking with your head down. These things are telling about your personality. Stevie J had to find himself so he can walk around with. It was something in him that made him feel like he didn't have. What's the word I'm looking for? He was deficient or he was.
Confidence.
He didn't know confidence, right? He
That's
didn't have
because
confidence.
That's because you was walking with your head down, right?
Yeah.
You know I do that to this day, and I'm the
No,
most confident nigga out here.
no.
But that was Stevie though.
I know that's what I'm talking
But
about
that's what I'm
him.
saying.
But he can tell you the truth that the reason he was walking like that because he didn't have the confidence. Because confidence shows up in your character. You gonna move a certain way, talk a certain way. Even if you walking with your head down, somebody address you. I bet there's gonna be a correction. Hey, what's up, bro? It's gonna
Yeah,
be a
'cause
different.
you could like now. Look at your chin. You might walk like that.
Yeah, but the
look
moment
at
somebody
that.
address you, it's gonna be a difference. You see what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying, man.
But somebody don't
what I
have
think
confidence,
is-
Leroy. They go. Yeah, man. Yeah, how you doing, bro? You can see it when you
Then
know
it's-
it, man.
Well, I see what Wes. I see what Troy getting at.
I see we get that too.
So what he's saying is, Wes, that's not discernment. Reason why it's not discernment because they going like you just said, they going off their
Personal feeling.
That's
Give it
not
your
discernment.
feelings.
Now discernment with that if he got true discernment, they look at that person. They not going to judge him the first time. Like, okay,
Yeah.
bring him back again.
Yeah, let me see.
that was it. That what I said.
That's
But
what
no,
he's getting at.
but see,
That's
no,
what
but
he's getting at.
you. But see, if you deviate from what I'm saying, I'm talking about discernment at first look because some people can measure your spirit by looking at you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm talking about spiritual truths. I ain't just talking about just feelings and I'm sensing it on the auras and my hair standing up, my pinky toe itch. No, I'm talking about looking at you and I can look straight through you and I can see this nigga is a liar and they never open their mouth not one time. And I'm telling you that if you dealing with them, you might not be able to see it, but that hidden character of abuse, I'm looking straight. I can see that spirit in them. I'm looking at it.
But you know, like you just said, and it's your characteristic, the way you hold yourself. You done seen enough abused a guy
You know it.
that's gonna abuse women or a woman that's gonna abuse a man. It's the way they move, and you can just look at them because they looking at you and they feel uncomfortable because they sitting there thinking like, I wonder if they because you just looking at them, and now they antsy. Why you so antsy for? Because the ill intention they already had.
Facts.
So what about the bold guy? Man, I ain't gonna. We on the podcast right now, so I ain't gonna say.
I know you
somebody's
saying
name.
charismatic,
But
charismatic and-
charismatic,
Yep.
smooth,
Yep.
clean.
And he whooping your
you know what I'm
behind.
saying?
Yeah.
The nigga, he looking at you, chin
Yeah,
up,
silver tongue,
Yeah,
yeah.
Smooth,
chin up,
smooth,
face
smooth.
up, all that.
Yep.
Behind closed doors,
He whooping
he
your
a
behind.
woman beater.
Still can
you know what I'm
see.
saying?
Still can
I'm
see.
saying you can, but if you don't have discernment,
There you go.
if you don't have the
can't
discernment,
see it.
right?
Yeah, you can't see it. You can't
bro.
see
I'm
it.
talking about some. Let's just say regular people.
Mm-hmm.
They not in the church. They don't have no discernment. They just regular good people, which is people like that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And you don't know what they doing to your son or daughter. And they head up, chin out, all that good stuff, like you said, bro. Nigga, spend some time with them people.
For sure.
You need to spend some dog one time.
For
with
sure.
them. So then you really can get a good idea. Okay, baby, this is my opinion. Before moving forward, I done been with this man about 5-6 times now.
Yep.
Here you go, son.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Yep.
And then get your wife. If you got a wife, you got a wife, you're married. Hey, come on, chime in and tell our son what you think from a woman's point of view.
Yep.
Now you only can just give your opinion.
That's it.
And go from there. You know what I'm saying? Go from there. But man, you got some good ones out here that'll fool you, bro.
You right.
You got some good ones out here
Yeah.
that doggone fool you, man.
All right.
You
They
know what I'm saying?
deceptive, for sure.
And just see, man,
once
it's
they
kind
get
of
you,
crazy though.
they
See,
got
you
you.
only knew that what that happened was going on with you because you said your head was da 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 da. But I be walking my dog on head all the time. I be looking like, all right, whatever, I ain't man. And somebody can say something. You can look at somebody and you might think something is the other thing. Like, nigga, wait, man, back up. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what we saying. It's gonna come out.
see
It
how
came
that-
out immediately.
see how that
It
chest
comes
came
out.
up?
That's what
And
I'm
that
saying.
came up?
That's what I'm
Back
saying.
up. But
It
you
comes out.
didn't know that.
But
Yeah.
you didn't sit up here and judge the book by its cover.
That's it.
Shut up.
That's
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
That's it.
Yeah, bro.
That's it.
And that's what I'm saying. It's gonna come out though. That's
Yeah.
what
That's
it.
But see, I'm gonna tell you something. Like they used to say, y'all used to say this crap to me. Let's keep it real. Like your father said, they can see them coming. It's not. It's who you are that they can. That people are the girls that want to play on boys. They can discern that crap. I ain't saying like at a spiritual level, but just by they know what a good boy is. They know how much I'm gonna play. You ain't have to say too much to them. But the fact that you wear your heart on your sleeve, the fact that you do, they can see that. Just like y'all would say this here, and I say this all the time. Y'all niggas taught me some crap when I was young. Look here, life will teach you. Y'all man, you act
life
like a
the best
virgin.
teacher.
You act like a virgin. I used to. How the heck you act like a virgin? Because I was oblivious to the fact that you know when you getting some, there's a character that you take on that you're not trying to. But when you get around ladies, you're not shut down. You're not nervous. You're not shy. You see what I'm saying? But you don't realize that. But see, the people that's getting it, they know. Because they looking at you and say, you're not moving this way. Why is it when that girl came around, why'd you look down? Why? You see, because the one that's getting it, they know, okay, you're going to look her straight now like, yeah, girl, what's up? You see what I'm saying? Because why? Because discernment knows. Because I'm talking about discernment at a physical level, not a spiritual level.
physical,
Yeah, you see, because you know, because you looked at it, and I was like, man,
tell
why
the
you telling me
shy.
I'm acting like a virgin? I'm trying to put on a certain level of a facade, and I'm not fitting in, trying to act like. And y'all can still see through it because the real ones, the real niggas know when they look at it. You nigga, you a virgin. Ain't no, you don't know what it smell like. I'm not trying to be vulgar, y'all, but I'm painting this for him because this is my brother. This is the type of stuff he used to tell me when I was growing up. Like, no,
You're not be a ladies man. You could be a one woman's man or.
dog, I'm right.
You know you ain't no player. Why you over here?
That's what I'm saying. And players know players. You know because look how he look. Look how he dressed. You can be rich and another rich man that's really rich go know you rich not because of the whole wardrobe, but because of the conversation. Look at the watch he got on. That's the only thing he got on. But nobody else know that watch but that rich man because we only qualify for this type of jewelry. You see, or the glasses you got on, we know that might be a whatever type of, you see what I'm saying, frame that these other folk not gonna know. You see what I'm saying? So that's what people that really know, they know. You can't hide that crap from them. You can put on all you want to, but real, no real. We recognize that crap, bro. So these little knuckleheads that's coming in the house and they got their pants sagging. Like, look, even with the girl you said that, you like her dressed that way. My whole thing, I guess I'm coming from respect. If we going to meet my parents, I may like you looking like the bomb.com, but if we going to meet my parent, man, dress, because you wouldn't dress at an interview. You're not coming there with your breast out and your thigh out.
But if you told her to do it.
Yeah, no,
that's
I'm
what
with
do.
it. But I'm just saying, I'm coming from respect. Like, this is my parents, somebody I honor, and I'm trying to introduce them to my potential wife.
Yeah.
If we talking about on that level, I want you to look their best. Though I may like you looking how you looking, I want to respect my parents. I know I like this, but I want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm respecting my parents.
So
you know?
you should tell her to dress like
Dress
that.
moderately, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now, if I like, I don't know what type of nigga would tell their parent. Some people do, but I don't know what type of character you got that why would you want your father to be looking at your girl's breast? That's disrespectful to my mom.
You know what's good?
What's that?
Good? Now let's say you all hanging out on y'all going on a trip together. Right. A cabins trip or a cruise or anything, trip out the country. Now your parents there.
Yeah.
You gonna tell her to dress her
No,
normal
that's
way?
different. Nope, that's different.
Why?
Because we out. This
Still
event
can
is not.
see it.
Yeah, no, but this event is not about me meeting my parents. The whole objective or the mission, like we said, was to meet my parents. Now the
So
objective.
everything is all hands off.
What you mean?
After you meet the parents,
Yeah, I'm saying.
and
What
we
you saying? You
going
gave us
out somewhere.
right.
She could.
It's different. Yeah, we had a family
Nah,
trip, a
but
cabin.
see,
Now
Broke the ice, then that. Like,
It's kind of broke the ice, but your mama, the mama or the father, can say, "Look how she dressed. Look how she act."
I mean,
You know what
true,
I'm saying?
but
So
the
it's
context is
still-
different. The context is different. It's first. I'm saying
First impression.
Yeah, first
I
impression
get that.
versus okay, we all going on a cabin trip. You know what I'm saying? The object is all of us having fun, and we're not here to meet you.
Yeah.
We're here to enjoy the cabin trip.
But check this out. That's all true and dandy. I agree with you 100% on that.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
She
your
still could be
mom
like,
and
yeah,
dad, look how she act.
look how
Look
slutty
how,
she
look
dressed.
how slutty she look. You know what I'm saying? So at some point in time, you're gonna say, well, she only acted that way because she wanted to meet you. You know what I'm saying? I wanted her to meet you, but this is who she really is behind closed doors. They still might say, oh, she ain't the one. Because how the way she act, or you ain't the
mean,
one.
they
Because,
might.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
so
might.
It's like, whoa, wait a minute.
You gotta have the type of comments. See, that's all I'm saying. I guess I'm talking to reasonable people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are.
You
but
gotta be
but I'm
reasonable,
saying,
man.
but
Like,
on the flip side, bro, they can say, oh, nah, look how she dressing. Look how she acting. Look how he is. But no, we
you
having
don't need
fun.
to be judgmental now.
Yeah, like, come
it's
on.
a certain part that you didn't. That's when you step in, like, nah, ma. I mean, nah,
Shit.
pops. That's enough, bro. Yeah, it's good. We
You
having
said
fun.
off the jump. look. First of all, don't come with us if you don't want to have fun. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Bingo.
And that's
this
real
is what
too.
we do. This is how we act. This is how we cut up. If y'all can't handle that, don't come.
Yeah.
That's how I would say it. I mean,
You know, I guess I live by this too, Leroy. If I come to your house, like say you drink or Stevie
Yeah.
smoke. If I come to your house, though y'all may know, let's say I drink and smoke, and y'all don't. Let's say it like that. If I come to your house and I know you don't drink and smoke, I know for sure I'm not gonna come to your house and drink nor smoke. Because that's your environment and you don't play that. And if you come to my house, you can't tell me not to drink and smoke because you're here, because you're now visiting my domain. So I live life by that. So when I go to people's house and they drinking, like, oh, here go Troy. Yeah, I mean, he don't do that. So let's turn this off. I tell them, no. I came to your house.
Yeah,
I
you do what
respect
you wanna do.
y'all play y'all music,
Yeah.
y'all drink, y'all smoke. I'm not here to shut down what y'all doing. I thank you for the respect that you're trying to give me, but I'm not here to alter your life. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm coming to you knowingly that I'm coming to your domain. Right. But if you come to me, give me that same respect. Don't drink in my house. Don't smoke in my house. Yeah. Don't play that type of music because you're visiting me.
Yeah,
you see? So that I'm just trying to like be reasonable. Like
see, only way I would change that is if, like, I listen to rap sometime or whatever. I wouldn't get drunk around mama, but I'm gonna have me a drink.
Right, it's about respect.
But
right,
it's about
but
respect.
but if there's certain music that's around,
like my party,
you ain't about to
look at my DJ. Like, bro, come on now.
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
you
yeah.
remember that?
You're not about to play all this because I know my mama don't.
Yeah,
they don't get down like
on
that.
now.
They don't want to hear all that cussing and
that's what I
stuff.
said,
So I'm gonna
come
say,
on.
all right, y'all, we gotta switch the music. But if
Yeah.
everybody's just drinking, I don't care nothing about that. But first you gotta control your alcohol. You gonna get about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can have a little drink, a little wine. I don't care nothing about that. But that all that rapping and that cussing. Oh no, my mama don't hear that.
Yeah, I'm
this
about
got to
like,
go.
in
Nah,
that regard, that joke
Yeah.
had
That
that joke
this
had bothered
respect,
me.
yeah,
That
respect.
That joke
respect.
had
I
bothered
don't
me.
care if I
I'm
cuss.
looking
No,
like,
I ain't about to be cussing around mama.
Yeah, yeah,
What's
yeah.
wrong with you, man?
I looked at bro. I said, bro, now we done had this discussion. I said, man,
And it's
make
older
sure.
folks here, too.
I said, make sure everything. And my pops and them here, my pastor here. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
When he realized him, oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
He tried to change it after that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we should have had that done
beforehand.
got in there, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Cause
it was all
respect.
because that's me. I'm like, bro, nah, it's come on now. It's like that's the bottom line. Because it's about time for us to wrap it up anyway. But the bottom line is have the respect, know that marriage is nothing to play with. It's teamwork. Submit to the mission. That's what submission is. Work together. Anything y'all boys want to say before we close out?
Nah, man, good show, man.
For sure.
Good
Yeah,
show.
it was a good one.
Good show, good different perspectives on things. Yeah, good show.
Hey, I love being here with y'all boys. Hope we giving y'all some good content here at Real Raw Truth Life Choices. Hope you guys enjoying for sure. And we'll see y'all next time. Hey, y'all tune in because I'm telling you, our next podcast, we bringing on a guy by the name of Lamont, entrepreneur. This guy has done it, man. I mean, this guy has went from nothing, gambled, did some gambling, did some CDL, and now this man built a 6-figure house that's worth 7 times more than what it was when he first built it. So he got a lot of different hustles. I mean, listen. So you guys tune in. I think we got a good gym for you guys, and you guys please like, comment, subscribe so we can keep giving y'all good content. Tell us what we lacking. Give us feedback, good or bad. We here for it, good or bad. We trying to grow, y'all. We love y'all. Raw Truth, Life Choices. We out.
We out.